Welcome back to Pearl Media, where truth meets perspective. Today, we're diving into another classic Kevin Samuels moment. Let's get into it.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. How old are you?
I'm 23.
All right. What do you got on the topic?
I just want to know, what would you say to a 23-year-old that wants to get married and settle down?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Why do you want to get married?
Um, because I don't want to be like in my late 20s, no man, no kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to be able to like break the generational curse of not having like marriages, you know?
No. Okay. Okay? What does your father say?
My father wasn't in my life.
All right. How many children does your mother have?
She has 5,
But how many different men?
like 3.
And where are you at in the birth order?
I'm like the second oldest, which is the first guy that she.
Okay. So it's fair to say that you were not raised to be a wife.
Okay.
I mean, your mother was not a wife. She was having children and dating and doing her thing.
Mhm.
A woman with 5 kids by 3 different men ain't really mothering her kids. She's having kids.
Mhm.
Is that accurate, inaccurate, precise?
That's accurate.
All right. So then at 23, what is marriage when is marriage the institution going to do to change the generational curses you're talking about?
Mm, I have no idea. Could you reiterate on that? Just
Well, you say you want to get married, and I ask you why. You said to break these generational curses.
right.
Okay. All right. Marriage is a piece of paper and a ceremony.
Mhm.
What's that piece of paper and the ceremony going to do to break those deep-seated psychological or generational curses?
It's not really gonna do anything.
Right, right. Because you take you into marriage.
Right.
So if you have to become a wife and understand what that means, and then understand what your role is as a woman in a marriage, getting married doesn't change who you are.
Mm.
It may not be what you want to hear,
Mhm.
but you have to. Have you had any therapy yourself?
I have when I was younger, but my mom stopped me from going. So
Okay. Are you in college?
I graduated with my dental assistant certification.
And where do you live? You live with your
I live
mother?
in Atlanta.
Huh?
I live by myself. I live in Atlanta.
Okay. Is your mother in the area?
Yeah, she is.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm telling you, ladies. Some of you ladies' biggest issues is your mothers.
Mm.
So this is why I recommend sitting down with a therapist, because you got a lot that you got to talk through. Being one of 5 children from 3 different men, my guess is you haven't seen any healthy relationships. Your mother didn't model them. So how are you going to go out and have anything that you didn't see?
Right.
So that's why you're asking me at 23. I can't tell you what to do, except you got to. Unfortunately, at 23, you're not your mother's responsibility anymore. What you didn't get is your responsibility.
Mhm.
Um, First thing I would suggest is therapy,
Okay.
and I would not share with your mother that you're going, because more likely than not, she's gonna feel some kind of way, and she's gonna let most women think that their kids go into therapy to talk bad about them. You can do this for yourself. So I hope that helps.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye bye. Yeah,
Bye.
and see the thing is, I feel for a lot of young ladies thinking that just getting married is going to change something. Hey, Bill, whatever your name is, cancel your request, man, because I'm going to block it if it's not canceled. Why do I say that? Marriage.
You know what? This was actually one of those calls that really hit me. She's only 23 years old. She wants to get married, but the heartbreaking part is that she admitted she was never raised to be a wife. And that right there is the problem we're seeing over and over again in today's culture. So many young women are growing up in households where they're told go get the degree, chase the career, be independent, but nobody's teaching them about being a wife, being a partner, or creating a family. And then what happens? By the time they're in their late 20s or 30s, they suddenly realize, oh wait, I want a husband, I want kids, I want stability, but nobody prepared them for it. And that's why I actually give this young woman credit. At 23 years old, she called in. She humbled herself and she asked Kevin for advice. That takes courage. A lot of women her age think they already know everything. They don't want to hear the truth, and they sure don't want to hear accountability. But she did, and Kevin gave it to her straight. He wasn't disrespectful. He wasn't harsh. He just told her the truth that she's got to start preparing now. Marriage doesn't just magically happen. You can't just show up at 35 and say, okay, I'm ready to be a wife now. No, it takes work. It takes practice. It takes building those skills early. You have to be intentional about the kind of man you want, the life you want, and the kind of wife you want to be. And the sad reality is, most young women are not being taught that at all. But again, that's why I respect her. She knows she wasn't raised with those tools, but instead of pretending she's got it all figured out, she's reaching out for guidance. And that right there gives me hope for her future. Because if she actually applies what Kevin told her, if she actually starts working on herself with humility and seriousness, she can absolutely find a good man, build a marriage, and create the kind of family she wants. This is one of the rare conversations where you actually see a young woman who might not know, but she wants to know. And that's the difference. That's why Kevin's message matters so much. Because when you're willing to listen, when you're willing to learn, and when you're willing to prepare early, you set yourself up for success. And at 23, she's got time if she uses it wisely.